2022 Genesis GV80 Prestige Review. In today's video we are going to discuss about the new 2022 Genesis GV80 Prestige in depth, from interior to exterior, and every minute detail of every feature. So without any further ado, let's just dive into it. With a stately design and a serene, leather-lined cabin, the 2022 GV80 is a perfect flagship for the Genesis SUV lineup. From the moment you open the driver's door, the GV80's interior impresses with lap of luxury amenities and finishes, which earns it an Editor's Choice Award from us. Aggressive drivers will likely find performance-oriented rivals such as the Audi SQ8 and the Porsche Cayenne more enticing, but the GV80's ride is composed and comfortable. A turbocharged 2.5-liter four-cylinder is standard, but a more powerful twin-turbo 3.5-liter V6 is available and helped the GV80 snap off a quick 5.3-second run to 60 miles per hour at our test track. If you're looking for a premium SUV that's just as posh as a BMW X5 or a Mercedes-Benz GLE class, the GV80 is worth a close look, especially because its unique approach to luxury sets it apart from its European rivals. What's new for 2022? Little has changed for the GV80 this year, but Genesis has added a prestige matte trim that replaces the exterior's glossy chrome and paint finishes with flat matte ones. The prestige matte can be ordered in Melbourne Grey, Matterhorn White, or Brunswick Green. Also new this year is a range-topping prestige signature trim that creates a spacious four-seat interior by replacing the rear seats with a pair of 6-way power-adjustable captain's chairs and adds other luxury features such as a wireless smartphone charging pad for rear seat occupants. The 2022 Genesis GV80 isn't a perfect midsize luxury SUV, but it's undoubtedly a lot closer than you might expect from an upstart luxury automaker. Check out the categories of our expert rating to get our test team's in-depth evaluation. How does the GV80 drive? The GV80 can be outfitted with a 4- or 6-cylinder engine. Both are turbocharged with power figures that look impressive on paper. Our test GV80 came with the larger 3.5-liter V6 engine. In our testing it covered 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5.7 seconds at the Edmonds test track. That's decently quick for a midsize SUV, but most competitors with 6-cylinder engines are slightly quicker. Engine aside, the rest of the driving experience isn't all that remarkable. The brakes respond a little abruptly at times, the steering effort is a tad heavy even in its comfort setting, and although the handling isn't sloppy, most of the German SUVs feel tighter and more composed on a curvy road. If you intend to use the GV80 mainly as a highway cruiser, it'll do great, and none of this other stuff will matter as much. How comfortable is the GV80? One of the most important aspects for any luxury vehicle is comfort, and the GV80 does this better than many. One of the highlights is excellent ride comfort. All V6-equipped GV80s come with an electronically controlled suspension system that uses a forward-facing camera to read the road surface ahead and make suspension adjustments quickly on the fly. The Tri-Zone climate control is also a highlight for its ease of use and effectiveness. The same goes for the heated and ventilated seats that are standard in all but the base trim. Seat comfort is solid as well, especially with the upgraded seats in the Prestige trim that have additional adjustments. Genesis also does a commendable job insulating its cabins against sound and vibrations, and the GV80 is no exception. How's the interior? Some hits and misses here. On one hand, the user interface is different, looks cool, and offers different ways of interacting with the infotainment. But the clickable knurled rotary wheel is somewhat clunky to operate. Not helping matters is the screen's inconsistent menu structure. The combination results in an infotainment system that is unintuitive and often distracting when on the go. The GV80 is comparable in passenger space to the average midsize SUV. One exception, headroom is a little tighter. Access to the optional third row is better than in most any other vehicle in this segment, but the third row is quite small and best reserved for kids. The step-in height feels a tad higher than average, but the seat height is right at hip level for the average adult, which allows you to slip in pretty easily. Seeing out of the cabin is easy thanks to large windows and strategically placed mirrors. The optional surround view camera is great and worth getting. How's the tech? There are plenty of advanced driver aids, and most of them come standard and function very well. Genesis Smart Cruise Control with Highway Driving Assist is one of the better systems in the class and even allows for some hands-off operation when conditions permit. The available 21-speaker premium audio system is also quite impressive in the sound quality it delivers, though Genesis seemed to take a step back with the navigation map, forgoing street names on the display in exchange for a cleaner look, something we've recently noted in BMWs too. Apple CarPlay and Android Autophone integration is included but isn't wireless yet. How's the storage? The GV80's cargo area is wide and accessible. The second row has a 40/20/40 split configuration and can fold flat at the touch of a button. Power folding/unfolding third row seats are one touch too. However, we noticed in our testing that if you've inadvertently got the second row seatbacks reclined too far back, the third row seats will get stuck on them halfway down in their folding cycle. Underfloor storage in the cargo area is limited, but you can store the luggage cover here when it's not in use. Up front, storage for personal effects is better than in the average luxury SUV. But the door pockets are tiny, and plugging your phone in to access Apple CarPlay or Android Auto creates a mess of wires up front. The small bonus storage area underneath the center console can be useful. Planning on hauling stuff? The GV80's 6,000-pound maximum towing when properly equipped is respectable and good enough for small travel trailers and recreational toys. But some rival SUVs have limits of more than 7,000 pounds. How's the fuel economy? The GV80 with the V6 engine receives an EPA estimated 20 miles per gallon in combined driving, which is slightly less efficient than competitors with V6 engines. It's also not quite as quick at moving the GV80 down the road as those engines. Is the GV80 a good value? While the GV80 lacks a bit of that high-end heft in some of its switchgear and trim, it gets the fundamentals right and offers lots of luxury features for thousands less than the competition. In terms of quality, it looks and feels like it's a level above typical Japanese luxury SUVs but a step behind the Germans. One area Genesis has an indisputable lead is warranty coverage. Its 5-year/60,000 mile basic and 10-year per 100,000 mile powertrain coverage far exceeds anything its competitors offer, and Genesis includes 3 years/36,000 miles of complimentary scheduled maintenance. The GV80 sports a pretty striking design with a unique elegance. It may not be to everyone's liking, but it does represent a form that is identifiably Genesis and distinctive in the class. Its twin-turbo V6 is peppy, and its ride is incredibly comfortable. But besides being pleasant transportation, the GV80 is rarely exciting. How much does the Genesis GV80 cost? The GV80 carries a base price of $50,200, which is below average for the class. The top trim, the GV80 Prestige, starts at $59,600, and the 3-row Advanced Plus model starts at $68,000. That's also a bit less than you'll pay for most rivals' highest trim. How much does it cost to insure a Genesis GV80? The cost of insuring a Genesis GV80 will depend on a variety of factors, including your deductible, the level of coverage that you want, and the type of insurance that you choose. Your age, gender, location, credit score, and driving record can also have an impact on your insurance rates. GV80 and child car seats. There are 2 complete sets of latch connectors for the GV80's rear outboard seats and a tether anchor for the rear middle seat. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety gave this latch system the second highest rating of acceptable for its ease of use because the lower anchors on the driver's side are set too deeply in the seat. Is the Genesis GV80 reliable? The 2022 Genesis GV80 has a predicted reliability score of 81 out of 100. AJD. Power predicted reliability score of 91 to 100 is considered the best, 81 to 90 is great, 70 to 80 is average, and 0 to 69 is fair and considered below average. And this was all about the 2022 Genesis GV80 Prestige. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to latest luxury cars channel. Do press the bell icon for more exciting videos like this.